Chapter 5. Me and Enitan are in the backyard of our house behind the kitchen. She is doing the makeups testing for the wedding tomorrow, slapping white powder on my cheeks and pressing black ice pencil deep inside my ice balls. Our kitchen is not like the ones I used to see inside TV with cooking gas or anything electrics. Our own is just a space with 3 logs of firewood under an iron pot and one white plastic bowl, which we are using for kitchen sink. There is one short wood bench, the one I am sitting on top of now, a very handsome bench that Kendall, our village carpenter, builded for me with the wood from the mango tree in our compound. Aduni, now you look like a real lordy, Anitan say to me now, as she pressed the pencil inside my head as if she want to wound me. The wife of a king. I can hear laughter inside her voice, the joy of a friend that must be so prouding that she is doing wedding makeups. She pushed up my chin and pressed the pencil into the middle of my forehead, like those Indian people we see on the TV in the village town center. Then she drew the pencil on my eyebrows, left and right, and paint my lips with red lipstick. Aduni, Anitan say. I count 1, 2, and 3. Quick, open your eyes. I blink my eye, open it. At first, I am not seeing the looking glass Anitan is holding to her chest because of the tears inside my eyes. Look, Anitan says. Is it fine? I touch my face here and there, say, ah, as if I'm very happy with how she make up my face. But the black inside my eyes is looking as if somebody elbowed me on the eye. Why are you looking sad? Anitan asked. You are still feeling sad to marry Morufu. I try to give her an answer, but I think I will just cry and not talk anything sense and mess up all the makeups she is putting on my face. Morufu is a rich man, Anitan say with a sigh, as, as if she is just tired of me and all my troubles. He will be taking care of you and your family. What more are you finding in this life when you have a good husband? You know he has 2 wife, I managed to say, and 4 childrens. And so, look at you, Anitan say with a laugh. You are having luck to be marrying. Be thanking God for this good thing and stop all this nonsense crying. Morufu will not help me to finish school, I say, my heart swelling so full up it pushed the tears down my face. He self didn't go to school, and if I am not going to school, then how will I be finding a job and having monies? How will I have louding voice? You can worry, Anitan say. School is not having any meaning in this village. We are not in Lagos. Forget about schooling, this and that. Marry Morufu and born fine boys for him. Morufu's house is not far. I will be coming to play with you and go to the river with you when I am less busy from my makeuping work. She bring out wooden comb from her pocket of her yellow of sun dress and start to be combing my hair. I want to weave it in the shuku style, she say. Then I put red beads here and here and here. She touched my head in the middle of my head, near my left ear and behind my right ear. You want it like that? She asked. Do it anyway, anyhow you want, I say, not caring. I do need a new wife of Ikati, Anitan say, making her voice sound like a singing song. Give me a one big smile. She dipped her finger into the side of my stomach and twisted until a smile is crawling to my down face, until I cough a laugh that pinched my chest. Afar off in our compound, besides the mango tree, Born Boy is putting an iron bucket into the well with a long thick rope. The well, it was belonging to my grandfather's father. He builded it with mud and steel and sweat. And my mama, when she was not dead, she was telling me story of how my father killed himself inside the well. He just fall inside one day as he was fetching water. For 3 days, nobody knows where he was. Everybody was finding him, looking inside the forest, the farm, the village square, even the community mortuary, until the well was starting to give foul odor of rotten egg and somebody mess. The day they find my grandfather's father's body, it have swell up as if his leg, nose, stomach, teeth, and buttocks is all pregnant at the same time. The whole village, they mourn him, wailing cry and beating their chests for 3 days. As I am watching Born Boy now, small part of me is wishing he will fall inside the well so that the wedding will cancel. But that is bad way of thinking of my brother, so I changed my mind. Born Boy draw the water and set the bucket down and wipe sweat from his eyebrow as Papa is pushing his bicycle with one hand and holding a green rag in his second hand. He is even wearing his best trouser cloth, the blue Ankara with drawings of small red boats on it, looking as if he is going to visit a king. Born Boy lie flat on the ground, forehead touching the sand to greet Papa, before he collect the rag from Papa and is starting to shine the bicycle. Anytime put the comb inside my hair, cut the portions and start to comb it fast and hard. "Aye," I say, feeling the pinching from my hair to inside of my brain. "Slow your hand, Joe." "Sorry," Anyton says, as she pressed my head down and began to plait the hair. After the first line, I up my head. Born Boy have finished shining the bicycle. Papa spit on the floor, rub the spit inside the sand with his feet before he jumps on his bicycle and ride out of the compound. When Anyton finished the makeups and hair and I wash off the nonsense on my face, I stay in the same place outside the kitchen, sitting on the same bench, tearing green leaves off the stick of corns, plucking the seeds into a bucket. I've been like this since middle of afternoon, and the moon is now so high up in the sky, the night hot and stiff. My back feel like a shell of egg about to crack, and my fingers are corn yellow and sore, and I want to stop the plucking, but the plucking is keeping my mind from running up and down from thinking too much. When the bucket is nearly half full, I shift it to one side, stand to my feet and stretch myself until my back make a click, and then I pour a bowl of cold water into the bucket before I cover it with a cloth. Tomorrow morning, Auntie Sissy, who is always cooking for people in our village, will come to our house. She will mix the soaking corn with sweet potato and sugar and ginger and grind it all together to make a kumu drink for the wedding. I kick off the rest, 10 sticks of corn to one side, not minding that the floor is full of red sand. If she wants more corn tomorrow, then she can peel it herself. Not me. My fingers feel too sore, and my body is crawling with the white thin hairs of the corn. Feel like little snakes climbing up and down my whole body. I find Papa in the parlor, snoring, his cap perching on his nose. 3 cartons of small stouts, gifts for the wedding, are sitting by his feet. One of the cartons is missing a bottle, and I see it rolling on the floor besides a stick of a burning candle, dark and empty. I wait a moment, thinking to talk to Papa one more time, to try and maybe make him think sense before tomorrow. But I think of the corn soaking outside, of the big yams inside the kitchen, the bag of rice and red peppers, of the 2 agric fowl and the 4 he-goats in the back of the house. I think of Auntie Sissy, of Anyton, and of all the other peoples who will be coming here early tomorrow, wearing costly dress and shoe and bag because of me. I look the stout bottle by Papa's feet and sigh, lower myself to the floor by the parlor door, and blow out a breeze on the candle to kill the fire. I leave Papa by himself in the dark, and when I reach my room, I off all my dress, shake it for the rest of the corn hairs, and keep it to dry on the window. I tie a wrapper around my chest and lie down on the mat near Cayuse. I try to put my head down on the mat to sleep, but my whole head be breathing by himself. Feel as if Anytime pump hot air inside my head when she was plating it to cause a wicked pounding. I sit with my back to the wall and listen to the wind hissing soft outside. Sometimes I want to be just like Cayuse, to have no fear of marrying a man, to not have any worry in this life. All Cayuse ever worry about is what food to eat and where he can kick his football. He don't ever worry about no marriage or bride price money. He don't even worry about schooling because I've been the one teaching him school since all this time. Anytime say that Murufu have a house, a real working car, plenty food to eat, money to be giving Papa and Cayuse and even born boy. Money for Cayuse is a good thing. I can try like Anytime say to be happy. I stretch my lips, force it to smile, but my chest feels full of birds flapping their wings inside of it. The birds are pounding their feet and pecking their beak, and I want to cry so loud and beg the birds to stop making my heart to jump. I want to shout at the night and tell it never to become a tomorrow. But Cayuse is sleeping like a baby, and I don't want to wake him. So I take the edge of wrapper, make it like a ball, and bite on it hard and taste the corn from this afternoon and the salt of my tears. When my spirit cannot cry any more, I spit the cloth from my mouth, sniff up my nose. Tomorrow will come. Nothing I can do about that. I lie down and close my eyes. Open it again. Close it. Open it. There is a sound beside me. A shaking, Cayuse? I sit up, touch him, soft, say, Cayuse, everything all right? But my baby brother, he just slap off my hand as if I pinch him with 2 hot fingers. He pick himself up from his mat, kick off his slippers from the floor, and run outside in the dark before I can think to ask him what is chasing him. So I sit there and listen to the sound of his feet as it is kicking the door outside our room. Kick, kick, kick. I listen to his voice, the sad and angry of it, as he is screaming my name over and over again. And I listen to Papa, who is shouting a curse from his sleep and telling Cayuse to pick one. Keep shut his noise-making mouth. or come to the parlor to collect a nice hot flogging. So I drag myself from my mat and find Caius in the outside, sitting on the floor with his back to our bedroom wall. He is rubbing his left feet with his hands, rubbing and crying and crying and rubbing. I lower myself to him, pluck his hand from his feet, and hold it tight. Then I pull him close, and together we stay like that, saying nothing, until he fall into a deep sleep with his head on my shoulders.